Hey guys, a few months ago, Sarah Douglas, who's the CEO of Stampin' Up, had shared a card she was making, and it was a big, long card, like this one. And so I started making them. This is my third one, and so I wanted to show you how to do it. It's pretty easy. As you can see, it's all one card. And I mean, how cool is that? The Reach for the Stars, stargazing, is really, I looked at it and I wasn't even sure if I was going to order it. And then I did. And I have made so many cards with this stuff. I mean, the paper itself, which is obviously a ton of it is used on this card, is really one of the best things about it. So it's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. I have other cards using this same, I don't even know if this has like a real name, but calling it the long card. I'll show you the other ones. And also I have, for the Stargazing Reach for the Stars, I have 4 more cards that I won't share anywhere, not on my website or Facebook, Pinterest, any of that. But I have a PDF for it, so I'll show you those cards too. It's the only time I'll show them. But this one, we're gonna make one similar to this. I'm going to use different color paper. The Stargazing paper, I'll bring mine over here. Obviously there's 2 sheets of each one. This one is the one I used for this. And then there's also the one we're going to use today is this one. Same sizes and everything, but just different colors. The dies have these circles that can cut out all of these. So, and I have used these planets on so many cards, not just this one, but so many. And what I do is I die cut them and then I put them in, you can buy these empty cases, and I use these for lots of the paper that has the dies can cut out parts of it. I use that for lots of them. So I already stamped and die cut the space shuttle and the astronaut. I just used the basic gray for this. and I've already die cut some of the planets, but I wanted to show you how to do one of them. It's this one, the one that has the rings with it. There is obviously dies for both of those. And I'll show you how. There's 2 different ways to do it. I'll show you the way I did it. Okay, so first I'm going to show you how to do the base of it and how to score it. Pretty easy. We'll do that and then we'll start putting this all together. Okay, the coolest thing about this is that it really just takes 1 sheet of cardstock to make it. Okay, so the first part we're gonna make is gonna be 4 1/4 by 11, so the full sheet. Okay, that's one part of it. And then the other one is 4 1/4, which this one already is, because that's in half, by 5 1/4. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna score it. Take the big piece, line it up. You're gonna score at 5 1/4. And 10 1/2. I'll have a PDF for this with the measurements. Okay, so there's that. And then you don't do anything with this one. Okay. So obviously you want to make these fold really good. Okay, actually, so you're just going to adhere that one to that little part. So it's going to be like that, but we're not gonna put it together till we start putting all our stuff on it. So we'll get to that. All right, let's put this off to the side. All right, so like I said, we're doing this one a little different. I'm gonna use this kind of paper since I'm using different color planets. Okay, so for the paper on each part is 5 inches by 4 inches. This is already 4, but I want, yeah, okay, so 5 inches. 5 inches. I want it like that because I want these to be near each other on the first 2 parts. And then this one, it kind of goes off to the side. So oh, I did, okay, 5. I'm used to doing 5 1/4, but this is a little different. Excuse me. All right. So we're gonna line them up like that. All right. I already got some of my planets die cut, but I wanted to, like I was telling you, I want to show you the way to do the rings on it. Now the paper that I just showed you, I die cut them all. I mean, yes, you get the full ones, obviously in the middle, but the ones on the edge, I die cut those too. And you can see how I use them. So, I mean, die cut the whole sheet. Got a little flame, and just used white. Obviously, I love that one the best because that's obviously looks like Earth. It's been a while since I die cut all these out. No, not that one. This is going to look a little different. All right. Now for this one, let me zoom in a little bit here so you can see it better. Oop, that way. Okay. I die cut the circle first, and then I die cut the ring. Okay, so you can do it that way. That's how I did that one. But for this one, I'm going to show you how I did it a different way. And I actually thought the way I'm doing, not this way, but oh gosh, you can't even see it. Not this way where you do the circle first and then the ring. I think the way I did this one is how I'm going to show you. I think that one's a little easier. Okay. So this one, I'm going to do the rings first. Hopefully it doesn't move. I didn't tape it down or anything, but. All right. So when you do that, you're gonna see the middle part comes out too. So you're gonna have a few pieces. Actually, you know, I was saying this way is better. I don't know. It's all, you're always gonna have many pieces to glue together. All right. And so then we're doing the circle, which obviously the middle part is missing. So you're gonna have 2 more pieces here, but it's pretty easy to put together. You're just going to glue it down and then just add the pieces to the top and bottom and to the middle. Okay, so see, it's got these pieces. All right. Okay. All right. So this one is going to be over here. Oh, there goes my puppy. I think he's having a nightmare. He's asleep. So when I start gluing it all together, you'll see. Okay. Yeah, he's having a little nightmare. And then I have one there. Well, anyway, okay, we'll look, started putting this all together. It's pretty easy. Let's start with this one first. Now, when this card obviously is folded up, it is it will fit in a standard size envelope. It probably will be a little heavier, so you may have to pay, if you're shipping it, you may have to pay a little more. I haven't weighed it, but now for the sentiments on the original card, one of them is from Reach for the Stars. The other 2 are, I've got obviously Hello, You're Stellar, which is from Reach for the Stars, and then a Happy Birthday. I really, honestly, I wish that every stamp set that I had Happy Birthday on it. But they don't, the Reach for the Stars doesn't. Enjoy the Rhythm, that's what I did the Happy Birthday from. And then Biggest Wish, that's what I did the Hello from. And they're all embossed with silver embossing powder. I don't know if I would, I might use gold on this one, I'm not sure. All right, so I'm gonna glue the rings down first. And then the middle one. Okay, and then I'm gonna look at this sheet. It is darker on the bottom. Okay. So that's how you do that part. All right, middle one. Yeah, like I was saying, when I first saw this, I was like, I don't know. And yeah, obviously I'm the mother of all boys, 3 boys, but they're all, one's 21, one's 17, and one's 15. So if they were still little, which they all were little when I first started with Stampin' Up, these would be great for little boy cards. Okay, so, and then this one, I'll make this a little different because I showed you how I did this part where I die cut the rings first. This one I die cut the circle first. Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put him on last. The Space Shuttle. All right, don't want to glue that one down yet. That's the other problem, because these have to go behind it a little. Do this one first. This one goes behind it a little too. Okay. And then I'm not going to do the rest of them because I need to start doing my stamping on all of them. I obviously I'm going to stamp after it's already on here, but this one goes actually on, well, now I'll wait, I'll stamp on it first. So I think I am going to use the gold embossing powder. I just think that looks, you know, it's got some orange in it. So yeah, we're going to use gold. Okay. The biggest thing, I do this for anytime I'm embossing, heat embossing, this embossing buddy. They used to have this a long time ago where you could buy it on its own. They brought it back, but it's part of a set that has like a a tray and some tools, and which it's a little more expensive, obviously, because you get a lot of stuff, but all of them are really great. And this embossing buddy, this one, I mean, I have had this one for years and it still works. So it's not like something that needs to be replaced all the time. So I'll have a link to it. All right, so the hello. I'm just Hoping this goes on there good. My other ones I'm going to show you, I used an old technique. Okay, there's the hello. Okay. All right, your stellar. I actually used, this is Stamp-A-Majig that Stampin' Up! Used to carry a long time ago. They don't anymore, but you can find one similar to it. There's also, you could also, if you have the Stamparatus, which they don't sell anymore, you could use that. All right, your stellar. I have this sitting on top of stuff, that's why it's so noisy. All right. Okay. All right, and then the happy birthday goes on this one towards the bottom. Hope this all looks good with the gold. That was kind of a last minute decision. I'm gonna get a piece of tape to tape that down. Don't want it to move. Okay, so I've got some regular tape on there just to hold it down. All right. There's the happy birthday. All right. Let's see what these look like. Should have left that tape in there. That looks pretty cute. That's really cute. All right, here's the big one. All right. Okay. I don't know if you know that if you glue something down and it's not in the right spot, you can use your heat tool to bring it up. And so that's why you got to be a little careful. I didn't want to stamp until everything was on there, obviously. All right, so now I can do this one. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it goes. This is going to go over the planet a little bit, but that's okay. All right, I'll leave this out. All right, now we're bringing this back. Just going to put glue on this part. Okay. We gotta wait and let it dry. Right. So again, I'm gonna use this and just get it as flat as I can. All right. Because I used the heat gun on it, it got a little wobbly. Okay. Look at that. Pretty cool. Okay, so on the back, you can see this is where we glued it. So you got a little bit. So what I did on this one, and plus since it's black and you need somewhere to write, I just did white on the back just to cover that up. I did it the exact same size. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, right? Here I am. Yeah. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. I just did that along the back, and I did it in white so that it would be easier to write on than if you have black. But isn't that cool? I mean, pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 other ones I've made with that same idea. The original one, the one that Sarah Douglas, the CEO, that she did it with the Let's Go Shopping, the Les Shops thing. And so this was the first one I made. Isn't that cute? Let's see if you can see all of it. Just tons of stuff. I haven't put anything on the back of this one, but this one, the ones I just made, these are the only ones. I'll show you my other one in a minute. But that's the only one I've used where I've put paper on all of it, like designer series paper on all of it. This one and the next one, I just put it directly on the paper, all my different things directly on the paper instead of putting it on designer series paper and then gluing the designer series paper to the card base. So for this one, obviously I used blending brushes to make a sky. So what I did was, before I scored them, I did that because you don't want, when you have a line like that, it's going to get really dark when you're using the blending brushes. You're going to see the line really distinctly. So before scoring, I did the background, and I used one of the masks to make like a street sort of. Okay, so there's that one. Now this one is not one I'm ever going to make a video on because it would take me forever. Okay, so look at that. Look at that ice cream cone. So this is the same measurements and everything, and instead of opening this way, I did it this way. So that was a lot of stamping and die cutting. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 of them. And so in this one, again, I did not use any designer series paper on there. I used some of the mask and just did a little bit of a background, and then just used obviously dies and all that stuff. So pretty cute. Little girl would love that card. Well, not even a little girl, maybe a young woman, an old woman, all of them. Okay, so that's the long card. I don't know if it has another name, but there's 3 ideas for making the long card. Now, for the Reach for the Stars, the stargazing one, I've just started this a couple months ago where I'm making PDFs, the PDF tutorial. They have pictures, measurements, all supplies used, and step-by-step instructions. Okay, so for the Reach for the Stars, here's the ones that you'll see if you buy that. There's that one, this one, that one, and this one. So those are the 4 that you'll see in Reach for the Stars. I also have ones for a PDF tutorial for Let's Go Shopping. I have one for that. I also have one for Gone Fishing. And I'm working on one with the Cheerful Daisies. But here's some of the other cards that I've shared. This one, he's a wobbler. So there's one. Here's another one. And that one. These have all been shared. They're on my website, Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram. They're all, you've seen all those. But I just wanted to show, like I said, I was like, I don't know if I want that. And then I got it and I had a million ideas. So, so pretty easy, pretty simple card. It will fit into an envelope. It's obviously a little heavier than your basic card, but will still fit in there. So pretty cool. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope everyone is having a great day. See ya.